Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and a warm welcome if you're new, honey. So today we have some more news about Chrisean Rock, but honestly, what's new at this point? I mean, sometimes I can't stand talking about this lady because she's always making crazy decisions. She's always doing stupid stuff. And then she turns around and cries about it online, which is like the biggest ick I have for influencers, especially. Why are you crying in the camera? You look crazy. So anyway, y'all. Now, she's supposed to be joining Baddies USA, and she was there, like, filming for, the whole show. And her sister happened to be there. They got into it. But not only did that happen, but Chrisean is now accusing Lemmy of withholding her ID. So if you're ready to get into this video and the clips, just stay tuned. So apparently Chrisean and Lemmy were going at it via Instagram, and it looked like Chrisean posted some things to her story as well as Lemmy posting some things to his. So this all started off with a clip of Chrisean. I guess she was still currently at the place they were filming, and she was just really upset at Lemmy. She said, "I'm calling you out," and went off. So let's go ahead and watch that clip.
Lemmy Plumber, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, bro. I'm calling you out, bro. Lemmy Plumber, you can sit down with my dad. Real stuff, bro. You can sit down with my dad, Lemmy Plumber. Real, bro. His name is Pastor Mike Freeman, bro. You over here got $1 billion. Tearing down people. You got
Okay, y'all. Once again, like I said, she's always crying in the damn camera. And she always does this ugly cry too, nose flared out, looking crazy. I don't understand why she does this angle. I don't understand why she makes these videos. But hey, whatever. We're here to watch. Now, a little bit of backstory real quick before we get into the other clips that we have, because, child, it's a lot between the two of them. So the thing I do want to mention is that, like I said earlier, Chrisean was talking about her ID, but as she was talking about her ID, she was explaining what was happening and how she was pretty much the only one there that was standing up and saying, why are we fighting? Why are we doing this? Now, you know what? She has a valid point if it wasn't baddies on Zeus, because everybody knows that's all the baddies do. They fight, they pop out and go to shows. Sometimes they fight so much that they don't even go to the dang on show, performance, pop out, whatever. They don't even go because they're fighting so much. So for her to go on a show, and mind you, she's already been on a season before, so she knows it's about fighting. She tried to get her sister to fight random people, and sometimes her sister would say no. So she knew what it was all about. So for her to go up there saying this, I feel like a lot of people there were probably irritated with her because they're saying okay, you knew what you were getting into when you accepted to be on the show. You knew it was going to be fighting. And one thing that she said was that the producers and Lemmy ended up telling her that if she doesn't fight, she's gonna go home. And she acted like that was so devastating and so groundbreaking. But honey, that's literally the rules of the show. Last season, they had a couple people go home early because they were not fighting. And of course, that's so toxic, but that's just how the show goes. That's literally how it goes. Multiple times, Natalie has said, oh, you're boring. Oh, you're not standing on business. You have to go home. So why would you think the rules would be any different for you, Chrisean? So after she had her initial meltdown, she decided to go back on Instagram and make 2 other clips kind of explaining a little bit more of which was going on. So let's watch that.
I don't want to be a part of Zeus Network. I said that apology out of fear of losing my job, losing my reputation, losing my I didn't want them editing the show to make me look like I was the demonic one or the one that was setting up stuff. Or I don't know what it's gonna look like. I don't even care to find out, bro. Baddies shouldn't be baddies. Zeus Network shouldn't even be a network. It's demonic as hell, bro. I wouldn't even let my daughter be on Baddies or my kids watch Baddies. So why is it even a thing that's so influential, my nigga? I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all just keep saying, we tired. Nigga, me too. That's why I'm going to hang my phone up. After this FaceTime call, I'm going to go get my bags, and I'm going to the airport. Guess who got my motherfucking ID? The assistant. I'm looking dead in my sister's eyes. We don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. It's like the demonic shit around us. The program, how it's supposed to go, is forcing us to do whatever, say whatever out of our mouth. We don't eat on time, nigga. They starve us, make sure we're hungry, angry. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about this country. Y'all can sue me. Y'all can delete my Instagram. I don't care. I don't care. I'm getting on my fucking plane. I'm dipping, bro. Oh, God, bro. Real shit. I used to let this shit slide with my relationship, bro. I thought it was love because I never had shit, nigga. Swear to God, bro. Swear, bro. Me and Sky, we end up turning on each other because of this shit, bro. Real shit, bro. Every female on that show, including Natalie, is scared to speak up. And then Natalie is cool because she compensated for her silence.
Okay, so once again, this is not what I'm understanding. She's calling them demonic and all this stuff, but she just wanted to work for them. She was saying that she was giving her life to God. I mean, she still talks about it. But if you feel like a show is demonic, why are you supporting that show by showing your presence on that show? If you genuinely feel that much, like that strongly about Zeus, that's what I don't understand. And it seems like all this stuff is coming out when she feels like, okay, wow, I really did lose my job. That's probably it for me. So let me go ahead and say all this stuff. Because you weren't saying all this before. You were saying how you were looking forward to working with Zeus. You were looking forward to seeing Lemmy, getting back on the show, getting your bag up and all this stuff. So don't change the narrative as soon as things aren't working out in your benefit based on your decisions, honey. Oh, but she's not done, because shortly after this, she was pretty much showing proof that it's a pattern with Lemmy and trying to hold people hostage or hold their property hostage, because him and Natalie got into it not too long ago, and she was saying like, okay, you can't hold me hostage, I'm trying to leave. So let's go ahead and watch that.
Up the street, I said I want to leave. So the car's not moving because you're the boss. Nigga, you're not the boss of me. You're not, so let me go.
And since Chrisean decided to repost that, Lemmy posted something of his own.
Natalie, what's going on? Are you held hostage?
I really don't feel like this helped his case out at all, because everybody knows that Lemmy and Natalie are back on good terms, and Natalie is pretty much Lemmy's employee. So if you know you're back on good terms with your boss, you might say or do anything that kind of helps back them up, because you want that paycheck. You don't want to not be on Zeus anymore, because that's how Natalie's getting most of her money. So I really don't feel like that post really helped at all. But y'all, here comes Scotty, and I love Scotty, but this was so random. She decided to make a post saying, I'm always here for you, Papa. You go through so much. I'll always be there for you. Girl, if you don't gone on, this don't have nothing to do with you. And then Lemmy want to post this stupid video talking about, thank you for the love and hugs earlier, babe. I need them. You know what? I saw people in the comments talking about, what about the hug that Janisha needed? And y'all don't know, for those who don't know, Janisha is Lemmy's ex-wife who he apparently cheated on with Scotty. So this is just very weird. But anyway, Lemmy decided to take to Instagram again, and he decided to write 2 formal messages about the situation. Okay, y'all, please excuse the lawnmower if you hear it, because I don't know, they going crazy. I tried to find a more quiet spot, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Anyway, Lemmy said, I'm glad Miss Rock made it home safely in LA. At no point were her personal belongings ever held hostage. Per standard procedure, our talent department temporarily safeguards cast members' possessions during active filming. Miss Rock's premature and unannounced departure created a brief logistical delay as our team attempted to locate her promptly and return her items, which they did expeditiously. End of story. We sincerely wish Miss Rock continued success in all her future endeavors. May God bless her every step of the way, respectfully. And if you didn't know any better, you would think that little respectfully at the end was actually him being respectful, but it's because Chrisean posted that she left respectfully, so he decided to be shady. Everybody knows that Lemmy is a very sassy man. I do not know what these women see in him, but obviously it's the moolah, baby, because he is a very frail looking 1800 old English type of looking dude. He is not attractive in any way, so I don't even see that. But anyway, He also wrote, "This will be my final time addressing this baseless discourse surrounding Chrisean's recent live. I cannot, nor can anyone regulate her emotional vitality or theatrical impulses. Her flair for dramatization is truly Oscar caliber. Let me state unequivocally, no one at Zeus is forcing cast members to engage in physical altercations. Our creative mandate has always been to foster individuality, charisma, emotional transparency, levity." Y'all tell me what that means in the comments. I don't know. "And authenticity. We champion genuine expression, not contrived conflict or performative hostility. When you assemble 25 plus distinct, opinionated, dynamic women under one roof while traveling across multiple cities for an extended period, tension, friction, and emotional outbursts are an inevitable byproduct. We simply document it, uncensored, unembellished, and unfiltered, exactly how it unfolds. That's the essence of Baddies, raw, unscripted, and profoundly real television." Y'all, once again, Lemmy has a lying problem. Now, for the most part, I would say that he's telling the truth about this. However, when he says that like they're unscripted, that's a lie. Because what's that girl? Is some white girl who was on there on Baddies the same time as Chrisean. She was like, "Oh, we need to pray," and Chrisean went off on her. She said that she was saying that they need to pray all the way in the back away from the drama, but the producers told her to go to the front and make sure that she was the only one in that frame at the time, her and the woman who walked up to the front with her, because she told them, "Hey, I am not gonna just walk up there by myself." So no, it is actually in fact scripted. I have no idea why he would say that. But I digress. Y'all, I want to know your thoughts. Do you feel like Lemmy be lying sometimes? Or do you think like, he tells the truth and maybe there's just a few misunderstandings? And with Chrisean, are you team Chrisean or not? Do you feel like the things she has been doing lately are justified? Or do you feel like she has some work to do? Because me personally, I think she has some work to do. Let's be honest, everybody has some form of work to do, but I think she needs like therapy. And her son Junior needs physical therapy along with some other stuff as well that she needs to put him in ASAP. That way he has a better chance and a better quality of life compared to if she was to start it way later when he's already like an adolescent or something. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell. That way you're notified every time I post. And in the meantime, y'all be careful out here because this world is cray-cray. Okay, love you. Bye.